Hi guys, I know a lot of you want to stretch, but you don't quite know what to do. So this is just a 5-minute stretch. I know some of you hate stretching. So I'm going to give you a 5-minute routine you can do every day. And these are going to stretch your big muscle groups and make you feel a little bit better, longer, leaner, more flexible. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is come to the front of our mats and we're going to meet in a forward fold. I like to stretch out the backs of my legs, my hamstrings, my Achilles, backs of my knees. First thing in the morning, I like to hang upside down and stretch these big muscle groups in the backs of my legs. So I always like to start here, rocking back and forth. And the beauty of this pose is that you can have your knees bent as deep as you want them. So if you need to have your knees so nice and soft, just in a full bend, don't worry, straighten them as much as you need to, but I always keep them in a bend. Awesome. And then place your hands to the ground and let's meet in a down dog. Down dog is a pretty popular yoga pose, but it's also an amazing stretch to hit your shoulders, the outsides of your arms, all the way down the backside of your legs, your Achilles. And you're just going to try to move your heels toward the floor. And again, we've still been inverted for about 60 seconds. So that's another benefit of doing these two stretches first thing. Awesome. Then come to your knees, cross your feet and roll back here. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us and do a bit of a forward fold. So inhale the arms up and start to reach forward for the front wall. We're not reaching our forehead to our knees and hunching over. We're staying nice and open. Our chest moving toward the front wall or moving towards your feet or your shins and reaching. And again, we're getting the backs of the legs here. Beautiful. Now drop the hands and curl the feet under. We're going to come back here and we're going to do a lunge. So put your right foot forward and let's just lunge down here. We're getting into our hip flexors here. If you want, you can press down with your left hand and start to give your spine a little stretch and a little twist so that we can do a lot of things at one time, which is nice if you just have a few minutes to stretch. We can do more complex movements that get more muscles involved. And then kick this right leg back, bring the left leg forward. Same thing on the other side. Stretch into that lunge, get that hip flexor. And then press the right hand down and take this big twist. Greatest stretch in the world. We're incorporating our upper body in all of these lower body stretches, which is really nice, and our torso. I think some people kind of focus on stretching just the legs, but we want to get our torsos and our arms, full upper body too. Beautiful. And press that leg back and come to a seat. And we're going to do a little straddle here. So open up your legs. We're going to get into our inner thighs. And the most important thing here is I don't want your feet to just roll forward. So wherever your feet land, keep them narrow enough. Keep this V narrow enough so that your feet are not rolling in. And we're going to do our inner thighs here while we stretch our upper body to the right and while we stretch our upper body to the left. So we're getting our rib cage, we're getting our inner thighs, and we're just stretching gently back and forth, making sure you breathe. We're not bouncing or moving fast. And the last thing we're going to hit is our hips. So we're going to do a little stacked log situation here. So either leg on the bottom, we're going to switch it up. So whichever leg on the bottom goes first, that's fine. And we're going to stack our legs here to open up our hips. So if you can get into this position, you might be something that looks closer like this. It might be open. It doesn't matter. Whatever your version of it, you're going to feel it in the outsides of your hips here. So reach forward And if you want to put your hands on the floor, just make sure you breathe. Our hips can be really tight, and oftentimes one side is tighter than the other. So just take it easy here. And then we're going to switch sides. And if you can do this several times a week, just get consistent with it. You're going to feel your body loosen up. You're going to feel your flexibility increase. And that's all. You can give your body 5 minutes to stretch when you wake up, after a workout, before you go to bed, anytime in the middle of the day. And that's it. I hope that helps you, and I'll see you next time.